Good day, folks. This is Greg Judy at Green Pastures Farm. Today I'm in the area of one of our what we call deer honey holes. This is an area that we skipped grazing basically the last probably 90 days of the growing season, and I just kind of let it grow up and get kind of gnarly in here. Made some excellent deer hunting. And one of our landowner's sons killed a nice buck back here and got him a couple of does, and I think he said he saw 15 or 18 head of deer that morning. And now we're letting the cows come in here, and some really high quality stockpiled. Lots of green, lots of brush. But it's supposed to get down to, I think they said 2 or 3 degrees tonight, so we got lots of cedars for the cattle to kind of break in out of the wind. And that's what gets you, folks, in the wintertime here in Missouri anyway, is the wind. If you can get them out of the wind, that wind chill just really takes a lot of energy out of your cattle just staying warm. These cows look good, and the bulls and the calves, everything. It's all together in here. Isaac and I just moved these. We had a lane built. I don't know how long that lane is, probably half a mile, something like that. And man, they were ready to romp and roll tonight. It was so fast that I wasn't even going to try and do it on video. I might have got run over. It was that fast. We've got Coon Creek. We're watering out of tonight. Isaac and I went down there and checked it. It was froze. It had 4 inches of ice on it, but there's a riffle underneath the ice, and it's actually worked its way up on top of the ice in a few places. So we found a deep hole of water down there, and we cut them out a great big old spot, so they got a good place to water. And we'll leave them in here. We gave them actually 2 paddocks tonight, and they both look just like this one. So we're gonna get probably 24 hours between these 2 paddocks. We'll see. We'll check it out in the morning. It's awful cold. They may strip it clean tonight. I don't think so. There's too much forage in here. But I like the terrain. Very brushy. Just lots and lots of beautiful forage. And a place when they get full, they can lay down those cedars over there. There's cedars all over it. And they can get out of the wind. So that makes them a lot easier to conserve their body heat and just stay comfortable, you know. We went over to check on the sheep today, and there's one spot in that paddock that has a windbreak, and it's got some trees and a little bit of a hillside there. I think the high today was only 16 degrees. Anyway, those sheep are on that slope, and they had sun shining on them. They were just sitting there chewing their cud, and they were just having a great time out there. Sheep are unbelievably strong animals in cold weather. They just rock and roll. That's what they do. But these cattle here do the same thing. I mean, they haven't had a bite of grain. We've had to put out a little bit of hay when we had the ice storm and stuff, and you know, we'll supplement some hay through the winter just to stretch out our winter stockpile, which we didn't grow a lot of this fall because we just didn't get much rain. But now this paddock, this goes to show you, folks, this paddock was stockpiled basically from about June. We just didn't graze it. We didn't come through here. And one of the reasons we didn't come through here in, you might say, I think it might have been May. Yeah, starting in May. Because we were actively calving. And folks, to find baby calves in here, I mean, look at this. You just won't. I mean, if they want to hide in here, you're not going to find them. And you got to let the mother find them. And sometimes the mothers are a little cantankerous and they won't go to them when you're there. And you just spend, you know, hours out here trying to get the cow and the calf back together. So we skipped this, but we're going to clean this up some. We got some brush clearing to do in here, and I don't want to clean it up too much because it is a sanctuary for deer. I mean, this is one of the hot spots. So if you take all the brush out, well, there's nothing for the deer to feel comfortable in, and they won't be here. They just won't be here because they don't have a habitat that is conducive to deer. And these cows are in really good shape. They're packing good flesh. I'm so happy that we live in fescue country, and I realize there's parts of the country that don't have the fescue, and you know, you have to come up with alternative plans because you don't have a good cool season grass that'll keep its relatively, you know, the relative feed value up during the winter. And so the cattle have a hard time eating it and keeping, you know, the condition on. This, was that a bull? No, that's a steer. 096. The reason I was going down there, he was working that cedar tree over. He had his head buried in that tree, and he was just shaking the heck out of it. That is a good looking steer. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to head down the hill here in a minute. Keep thinking Isaac will come up that hill, but he may be taking that lane down. I bet that's what he's doing. Isaac doesn't waste a lot of steps. I mean, he's always thinking about the next move, what needs to be done next, or a better way of doing the next move. I mean, I told him today when he came back from vacation, I'm like, Isaac, welcome home, buddy. It's awful good seeing Isaac back. And just a sharp young man that we're awful proud to be part of Green Pastures Farm, I'll tell you that. I'll give all the credit to his parents. His parents, you all did an awesome job of raising a fine young man, and you both should pat yourselves on the back because he is that kind of person. You should be very proud. Very proud. But anyway, all the cattle are on this one ridge. Oh, there they are. They're spreading out on that next ridge. I went over a while ago and there wasn't a single cow on this other ridge. See, I didn't brush hog this field this year, and I should have. I'll show you why. You know, you just get busy doing things, and some days, some years you don't get exactly everything done that you wanted to get done. But you know, that's got a lot of sprouts and stuff in it. We cleared that with a chainsaw and the grapples on that John Deere tractor. We cleared that 2 years ago. Not this summer, but the summer before last. When I said cleared it, folks, you couldn't see down that ridge. And there were sowing trees the size of that one, all over that ridge. We cut them, but anyway, it grew up. There's a lot of stuff in there. It would have really been advantageous to run a brush hog over that just to knock all that down. The stockpile would have been higher quality, and they wouldn't have had to fight through all the brambles to get a meal. But you know what? They're going after it. They're not feeling sorry for themselves. They're going after it. So extremely pleased with the way they're looking and the way they're grazing in very, very cold weather. And we're just happy about that. I wanted to give one plug before I get out of here. We do have two folks that have some of the St. Croix rams out of our flock. They've raised them up. They're just beautiful animals. There's one in southern Minnesota. So any of you folks up Wisconsin, Michigan, you know, you want some really hardy St. Croix genetics hair sheep that will build you a profitable flock, get a hold of me. Send me an email. I will put you in contact with that fellow. And then I have another fellow over by Kansas City that has some really nice rams, St. Croix. They use the same management protocol we do. They're not worming them. All they get is forage, and Just beautiful looking sheep, and that's the kind of sheep that'll make you some money if you don't have to get them up every month and worm them. Everybody talks about, oh, you know, this sheep and that sheep, but gosh darn it, we got to get them up and worm them every 30 days. Folks, if you got to worm your sheep every 30 days, you've got the wrong breed. Yep, you've got some pampered sheep, and you're never going to make any money with them. There are sheep out there you don't have to worm, and we've got some people producing them now. So if you want that type of animals, you know, we're going to put the sheep in here. As soon as the cattle come out of here, the sheep are coming in here, and we've got 4 big guard dogs. There's coyotes all over in here, but we've got 4 big dogs, and those dogs, when we put them in here, they're going to go flying around this paddock, pissing on every corner and every tree that they can find around the edge of this pasture. And then they'll start barking. They're going to absolutely challenge any coyote that wants to stay around for how well he likes the skin or not. If he doesn't want the skin in his neck, he'll leave. If he wants to challenge 4 big guarding dogs, good luck. Good luck. These dogs that we've got now are just ferocious. That lady, she's the alpha. I mean, I'd like to see her tackle a coyote. I mean, just by herself, she could kill one. She is the meanest fighting dog I've ever seen in my life. I mean, she just gets with it. There's Isaac. He's got his new hat on. This hat is made in Michigan. I got to talk about your new hat, Isaac. Yeah. You just got that in the mail the other day. And it's made in Michigan, isn't it? Yep. Hold on, I got to get closer to you. They can't hear what you're saying. That's a good looking hat, man.
I sure needed it today.
What's the name of that hat?
Stormy Cromer is the name of it.
A Stormy what?
Stormy Cromer.
Stormy Cromer.
Yep, got it for Christmas from him. It's not wool, it's like a, it's like the thinsulate stuff.
Yep.
The nude.
But it's got, put it on your head and pull those side things down.
It goes down, I mean, it'll cover your neck pretty much.
Look at that.
It keeps your ears warm. And then if you have some hair, it's actually, you know, a lot of hair underneath there, it's actually some more insulation. But,
there was a guy developed that like over 100 years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, he made it in, 100 years ago. He made it because he got tired of his baseball cap falling off his head. So he had his wife sew on some flaps around the ears so that it kept his hat on his head. So that's the way.
And they've been making them ever since.
Oh yeah, Ironwood, Michigan is where they're located at. But sure
Well,
makes a nice hat for.
And you got a matching turtleneck or
yeah, I got a nice neck warmer.
neck warmer with it, same color.
Yep.
Man.
Checkered flag.
I give you kudos to your grandma. She did good on that.
She did. Maybe we should see if we can get a promotion from them for promoting the hat.
There you go.
Or whatever you say. We're not affiliated with them or something.
No,
like that.
it's just a good product.
Yeah.
It's a good product. That's right.
Yep.
Well, I got a lot of guff the other day from people when I put that video up. I had that mask on.
Oh yeah.
Oh gosh, people went off on me.
Yep.
I can't believe Greg's wearing a mask out in the middle of the brush. And it's like, you know, if you just got over being sick and it was cold and breathing that warm air through that mask, now let me tell you what, it felt good.
Yeah.
And I've done it before, and I'll tell you what, you all say whatever you want. I'm going to wear it if it's that dang cold. I don't have one on tonight, but
Yep.
it felt darn good that morning. But it's funny how people just absolutely freak out, you know, with the COVID and everything. I can't believe you put a mask on. It's like, well,
Find something to pick on you.
I guess. But, well, these cattle are looking good, aren't they?
Oh yeah.
Look how fat they
They
are.
are happy to be on some grass. This is
Yep.
a good fescue too.
Yeah. I was trying to think how long we skipped this, but we pretty much skipped this all summer because of the calving. We didn't want to get baby calves out of here.
We haven't been on here with the cows, I don't think so. At least since
May.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's been a while.
Well, we grew some grass.
Did we bring the sheep back here?
Last winter we did.
We had to have brought the cattle on here at least once this summer.
Yeah, maybe.
They didn't get. That's what it was. They didn't come over here. We gave them both sides.
We gave them both sides, but they didn't come over here.
Come over here. It's kind of a mean place to get into. You got to
Yep.
go up a real steep hill to get up here.
Yep. Well,
You
they
do
sure are
get up
happy to be here now. Yep.
They were so ready to move that they busted through a bunch of our wire, and I was chasing bulls all over the place trying to get them down into the lane.
Yeah, they could see the flow of cattle and they wanted to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, folks, I'm going to get off here. My hand's about to freeze off filming this, but we'll see you all next time down the road, and hit that subscribe button on the way out, and y'all have a great day.